Christian Taylor on him. Over to Williams. And here's a strong move inside. A foul is called as Martin Smith took it strong to the basket. That will send Lipscomb to the charity stripe. Got a score for you. A men's basketball game tonight. Alabama A&M leading Jacksonville State, the OVC school, 42-38. That's with 14:20 left in the second half. Dowdell foul, his first. Smith at the free throw line. Puts it up and in. The lead back to 7. Martin Smith named preseason All-Atlantic Sun third team by College Sports Madness. And his twin brother Malcolm on the team. They are from Clarksville. Javier Martinez in for the Skyhawks. 32-25. The Lipscomb lead. The free throw is no good. Rebound, out of bounds, Lipscomb basketball? I believe it is. Okay. Extend that lead a little bit more. Chad Johnson is in the game for the Bisons. He'll inbound it to J.J. Butler. Oh, finding a wide open Malcolm Smith to Martin Smith to Malcolm Smith for the basket. And the Skyhawks are down 9.
I think they've done that quite a bit when they were playing basketball growing up, don't you know?
I bet you. D. Oldham on the left wing. Now to Terrence Smith. Yeah, you always hear when siblings sing together in groups that they have better harmony. And you see that with basketball too. If you ever have siblings on the same team, usually they're in sync with each other. Liabo skips it over to Terrence Smith for 3. He got it. UT Martin living on the 3 tonight. That's 5 3-pointers for the Skyhawks, and they cut it to 6.
I'll tell you, their zone has forced us to be able to put up a lot of those threes. But, well, at least we got a second threat in there now with Liabo.
Oh, late whistle there. Martinez going for the block shot on Malcolm Smith.
We could have used a little bit of Liabo's perimeter shooting the other night against Jackson.
No doubt. Malcolm Smith at the free throw line, just 52% on the season. A career 64% free throw shooter, so it's not a great free throw shooter, but has been worse this year. Hits that one. And you can kind of see there, even in the shot, there's a lot of motion going on. But he hits that one. 35-28 the score. A 7-point game. 5 minutes remaining. Lipscomb wearing the purple, even down to the purple shoes. Free throw. Got them both. That'll help that percentage, and the lead is at 8.
Coach, I was so focused on what they were doing and everything, I never noticed the shoe color, but that is unusual.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of purple shoes. 36-28. Ooh, Liabo was taken to the basket, wanted a foul, knocked away, no call. And the ball saved in bounds, going to Josh Williams. Nice hustle there from sophomore J.J. Butler for the Bisons. Sanderson, top of the key, back in for Lipscomb. 36-28, UT Martin down by 8. Chad Johnson to Sanderson. Now Sankey. Sankey got Mopo on the air, goes to the basket, throws it in the corner to Williams for 3, no good. Rebound Mopo. Secures the ball, hands it to Terrence Smith. Terrence to Liabo for 3, left wing, got it. Liabo is lighting it up now. And it's 36-31, a 5-point game. No one has ever questioned his ability to score. Butler on the outside to Sanderson. Here's a long one. This one is no good. Rebound Oldham. DeMarc Richardson in for Coach Jason James. DeMarc to D, over to Terrence. Terrence with the dribble. Finding DeMarc. They're guarding Liabo over there on the left side. DeMarc to Mike. Mike for 3. That one no good. Rebound tip. Mopo fighting for it. Lipscomb comes up with it. Sankey with the basketball to Williams. Now in the corner, Sanderson. 3:19 on the clock. It's 36-31. UT Martin trailing. Lipscomb has it to Williams. Over to Sanderson, out of bounds. Skyhawk basketball. Media timeout. We'll take a timeout. Lipscomb leading the Skyhawks 36-31. 3:09 to go in the first half. The action continues on the UT Martin.
It's not about any one thing. It's about how everything comes together, how it all connects. People, ideas, resources, community, everything. Quality of life services. That's what we do. Sodexo.
At the Elam Center, and Lipscomb leads the Skyhawks 36-31. UT Martin led by 9 from Mike Liabo. Terrence Smith has 9. But it's Martin Smith, the 6'4" junior, who leads all scorers with 15 points for Lipscomb. He's 5 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
I can see how they knocked off Tennessee State over at Tennessee State. This is a very good club. Boy, they shoot the ball well, and they really push it up the floor. And that zone right at the moment is giving us some trouble now. Puts a lot of pressure on you. Continue to be able to shoot great from three-point range.
Skyhawks have it. Mark Richardson, D. Oldham, Pierre Mopo, Terrence Smith, and Justin Childs in for the Skyhawks. DeMarc to Terrence. Back out to DeMarc, over to Childs. Shot clock at 15. Childs throws it to Smith. Smith with a drop step goes in. Shot no good. Rebound out. Out of bounds, Lipscomb basketball. Yeah, we were talking earlier, Cal pointed this out. The Lipscomb's played Belmont twice. Belmont and the OVC got a lot of publicity after they beat North Carolina on the road. And yesterday, North Carolina beat Louisville. Belmont at Lipscomb won by only 4, 87-83. That was a close game. They played a couple nights ago, November 20th, at Belmont. Belmont won that one 94-64.
I would say that's a pretty good margin for the home court, wouldn't you?
No doubt about it.
From 4 to 30.
Sanderson to Sankey. Back over to Sanderson. Sanderson hops in, shot. He's up and no good. Out of bounds. And you know, Cal, with Belmont moving into the Ohio Valley Conference, and we've seen the success that Murray's had the last couple of years, the OVC is strong.
I'll tell you what now, and there's some clubs that are really coming up strong also.
And the OVC has gone to the NCAA tournament and gotten some recognition back when Fareed was at Moorhead. And then Murray made that little run there. And then Belmont moving into the conference. Well, it's just making the conference as a whole better.
Now we're answering their zone with ours.
Three-pointer is up, no good. Denny got the rebound. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, Childs. 36-31, the Skyhawks leading it by 5, or trailing it by 5, that is, with 1:56 to go. Lipscomb the lead. Terrence Smith on a screen from Mopo to DeMarc Richardson. Back to Terrence, over to Justin Childs. Childs inside, there's D. Oldham. In traffic, D goes up, missed it, but we'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. UT Martin's D. Oldham, just a sophomore. 5 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block against Jackson State. Had 7 rebounds in 2 games this season. That's a career high for him. He's not that big at 6'4", 180, but he can get in there and rebound. Free throw is good. Williams in and Butler in for Coach Alexander. With a basket, UT Martin now trails by 4. Back at the free throw line, D. Oldham. The second free throw for the Skyhawk sophomore from Lebanon, Tennessee. Hits it. I think Lebanon, Tennessee is where the original Cracker Barrel was, if I got my facts straight there, Cal. Over to Williams. Oh, steal. D to the basket. Lost it, but was fouled. It was fouled. This year, the UT Martin women will spend Thanksgiving on the road going to Pennsylvania. The men will spend Thanksgiving on the road going to Las Vegas. Cal, in your career, how many Thanksgivings did you spend on the road somewhere away from family and at a restaurant?
We missed several Thanksgivings, but I always gave them Christmas off.
Yeah.
I never had them plan Christmas. I really wanted our kids to be at home with their families at Christmas. I don't think we ever violated that rule.
Free throw is up. Yeah, I think, in my little broadcasting career, you don't realize that on Christmas Day when NBA teams are playing, or on Thanksgiving Day when NFL teams are playing, there are people working there selling concessions. And here's a ball loose on the floor. Lipscomb comes up with it, and it's a busted play and a missed dunk. Lipscomb on the dunk miss from Williams will get the ball back with 1:11 remaining. Three-pointer right side, no good. Rebound. Oldham and Lipscomb should have been over the back, and they were.
The interesting thing about that missed dunk is they got a new shot clock.
That's right.
And he put it up quickly, thinking they were going to run out, I believe.
We're going to the other end, and the Skyhawks will shoot free throws. 36-35, down by 1. UT Martin could take the lead with 1:06 to go. At the charity stripe, D. Oldham. D is 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He has 6 points. He had a basket, 1 for 3 from the field. Missed a couple of three-point attempts as the Elam center crowd quiets down here. Missed that free throw to tie it up. Rebound, Butler. Butler over to Martin Smith. Now to Josh Williams, back out to Martin Smith, over to Butler. Right side, Williams. Here comes the trap. They'll work it back over to him. Here's a three-point attempt. It's no good. The rebound is Sankey's. Kick out to Sanderson for 3. He hits it. And Coach Alexander takes a timeout with the score 39-35 and a 4-point lead with 39 seconds remaining. So what I've seen, Cal, with the holiday, with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, is that I've spent a lot of New Year's Eve nights on the road coming back home after New Year's Eve games. Do you play a lot of those?
Well, we weren't involved in too many of those. I think we were in a couple of those, but really, back when I was coaching, you didn't play as many games as you're playing now.
Yeah, and you didn't start as early.
No, you didn't start as early. You didn't play as many. I mean, we had limits and when I first began coaching, you couldn't play any more than 23 games during a year.
22? 23
games during the year, and you were allowed 2 scrimmage games.
Wow.
And then within the next 5 or 6 years, it finally went up to 24, But it stayed at 24, 25 for a long while.
What are we now, 30?
Yeah, well, right now, they don't count any of the games when you're playing these tournaments that are out of the country, up in Alaska or over in Puerto Rico or some of those
places. You can play 30 plus.
Yeah, so teams get a chance, at the end of the year, they're, 38-2 if they've had a great year.
Skyhawks with the basketball at the 39-35, down by 4. Shot clock, game clock difference, about 3 seconds.
But they've changed up now and go man-to-man for this last 39 seconds, or 20 seconds now.
D. Oldham with it. Liabo got back in. He's got 9 points and has hit some threes. He got a little bit more scoring in there on this last possession. Terrence drives, kicks it out. Liabo for 3. Knocked it down. UT Martin trails by 1. And that's going to bring the first half to a close. And that was great execution to end the first half for the Skyhawks. And it's 39-38, UT Martin down by 1. We'll come back and look back at the first half and bring you the Bud Grimes Campus Connection halftime interview also here in just a second on the UT Martin Skyhawks Sports Network.
College life is all about discovery. discovering new opportunities, new ways of thinking and learning, discovering the latest in technology and innovation, as well as discovering a campus lifestyle that will mold you and help you develop into a well-rounded, successful individual. Start your next chapter in life here with us. We invite you to discover for yourself why thousands have chosen the University of Tennessee at Martin.
Zach's over here standing between the cameras, just laughing his face off.
Wait, what are y'all doing?
We were trying to sing I Got It.
I don't know much girls though.
Time in the Skyhawks trail Lipscomb 39-38. Chris Brinkley and Cal Luther. Cal, we knew Mike Liabo would come back in this game, playing for the first time this season. We didn't know how effective he would be. He struggled early, but not late. 12 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point range. He was the difference in the first half.
There's no question about it, Chris. He was certainly was a big difference in there. Well, we've been missing his three-point shooting ability. But how many minutes was he in there? I've lost track of exactly when he came in.
Maybe played 11 minutes.
11 minutes,
Yeah.
and he's our leading scorer at the half. And but I tell you, it's great to have him back on the floor because he's such a threat, and he can get those strings of great shots. You know, if he gets a hot hand, I mean, it's nothing for him to be able to hit 5, 6 in a row.
Well, he has 12 in this one, 15 to lead the way for Lipscomb. And Martin Smith, their leading scorer. It's halftime. We'll take a break and come back with the Bud Grimes Campus Connection halftime interview. Bud's guest coming up, it's going to be a nice interview. Dr. Clinton Smith will join Bud, the assistant professor of special education. He was selected as the head track and field coach for Team Tennessee for the Special Olympics USA national game. And Bud will bring us that interview when we return. Skyhawks are trailing 39-38 halftime on the UT Martin Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hey Matt, what'd you say about not having to tear everything out? Okay, so we need to get the cords off. Okay. Sounds bueno. Yeah, that's the females.
I was looking at you from the waist up, and you were just like, yeah, dad jumping him down.
Can't talk to her anymore.
Hey, ladies. Yeah. Yeah, go down there and tell them. Don't watch the cheerleaders dance.
Oh, they're
Like,
gone.
in game. Are they gone? Yeah, just them sitting down. Like their stuff's still up there.
Oh, yeah.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. I am right, I am right. It's going to be straight.
Yeah, you guys can't hear it.
She waved this way. I know.
Quit hitting my tripod. You're hitting my third leg. That's not cool.
We should yell out.
No, I just said.
Free bird!
We should yell out free bird. For the band.
Network as halftime comes to a close. Skyhawks trailing Lipscomb 39-38. I'm Chris Brinkley with. I'm going to change your name. You're not Cal Luther anymore. You're Sammy Davis Jr. I'm going to call you the Candy Man because you keep giving me candy bars. You trying to fat me up before Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm going to blame Chudy. I'm going to blame Chudy because those are over in the bowl for the media.
Gotcha. Well, those bite-sized candy bars come in handy. I'm all jacked up on sugar now and ready to start the second half.